Blacklist Hunter here, and today we're going to talk about the Zodiac Hunters and how strong they really are. We know that Chairman Netero himself handpicked these hunters, so that tells us a lot on the capacity of these Nen users, because Netero only respected the strong and he didn't care at all about the weak. Furthermore, Netero had set a condition to these Zodiacs that they have to make themselves available to spar with him in his free time. Of course, we don't know if all of them sparred with Netero, but this tells us that they are quite capable in combat. I want to start off with Hisoka's encounter with the three Zodiacs during the chairman election arc. Hisoka took a look at Kanzai, who by the way knew that Hisoka was a crazy murderer. How, we don't know, but Hisoka's name is definitely popular around, due to him being an active fighter in Heaven's Arena and probably for a lot of other things as well. So Hisoka rated Kanzai 8.5 out of 10, who I gotta say, despite not being that knowledgeable, he is pretty funny. Kanzai is very confident in his own abilities. So while Hisoka rated Kanzai a 8.5 out of 10, Kanzai is so confident in his own abilities as a fighter, he was surprised Chairman Netero didn't call the Zodiacs. Instead, he called Morel and Nov for help, because Kanzai says that the Zodiacs are useful for any situation. Furthermore, there is a scene in the manga where Kanzai straight up says that he is going to smash anything that attacks them in the Dark Continent, proving that Kanzai is definitely a strong combatant with a very strong ability. Now, we don't know about Hisoka's judging criteria really. Maybe aura capacity, physical power, how dangerous a person looks, their overall impression, but Kanzai is definitely a tough cookie. I personally believe that even though Kanzai is a small dude, he can cook a character like Uvogin. Kanzai definitely is not that bright in knowledge, but he can certainly whoop you. And by the way, Kanzai is a treasure hunter, which is pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. There is also this funny scene where Beyond says to Kanzai that he can smash his head with a book, and Kanzai simply says he is shaking in his boots, which is actually pretty funny how he doesn't take Beyond seriously at all. Moving on to Hisoka, he rated Ginta a whole 9 out of 10, which is pretty impressive. And Ginta, by the way, has a cool design resembling a sheep, because he is codenamed Zodiac Sheep and he is a poacher hunter. Basically, he protects animals from illegal hunters. Since Hisoka rated the other average hunters in the election pretty damn low, and by the way, 9 out of 10 is a really good score in Hisoka's eyes, it means Ginta is definitely capable in combat as well, possibly even stronger than Kanzai and with a unique Nen ability as well. Hisoka rated the bunny ears girl Bayon a 7.7 out of 10, so she isn't that strong in combat, but should have a very useful Nen ability, as she is shown to be able to decipher ancient languages and create language analysis software, which is really cool. However, Hisoka rated Illumi stronger than these three Zodiacs, and by the way, it doesn't really mean that Illumi is much stronger or can take out Ginta or Kanzai in mid difficulty, because it all depends on the abilities these guys have. So even if Illumi is overall stronger physically, maybe a Nen battle can go in any direction really. Moving on to Sayu, the monkey Zodiac, he has a pretty unique ability and quite strong, because if his Nen monkeys hit you, they can strip you of your vision, hearing and ability to speak. And basically this monkey guy Sayu beats the opponent senseless, so that's a pretty overpowered ability if it connects really. And by the way, Sayu is a blacklist hunter, my favorite, and he definitely has had his fair share in combat and probably has fought dangerous people with very strong Nen abilities. So obviously not all Zodiacs are that strong physically, but they are all exceptional hunters with great achievements regarded as very unique, special. For example, this chicken Zodiac called Clock was shown to manipulate hundreds of pigeons, using them to send a message to every hunter around, and she is a botanical hunter. Basically, she has intense knowledge on various plants, so these Zodiacs are quite unique. We have Cheetle, for example, obviously not that strong in combat, but she is a awarded triple star hunter because she has made discoveries in the medical field which are extremely important. Basically an exceptional disease hunter, which is really rare. Now, the strongest Zodiac, ignoring Jing and Python of course, with whatever unique abilities they may have, is without a doubt Botobai. The old man is a triple star terrorist hunter with a lifetime of experience. His codename is literally Dragon. How cool is that? Botobai definitely has a very strong combat ability. He is a military analyst and very knowledgeable on security matters, so his ability definitely should be really overpowered. At least that's what I think. And what use is being being such a high ranked hunter if he can't fight, especially in his field, and we know he was close to the chairman Netero. Botobai really has that presence and aura, being like one of the tallest characters in the series, and he is also a prosecutor in the Dark Continent voyage. I feel like Botobai is a fierce fighter with a really strong high pressure Nen ability that can't be blocked that easily. He just gives off that vibe that he is very strong due to his stoic personality and high level importance of a profession. This guy Saccho also looks pretty strong, as he is a double star problem hunter and he is part of the intelligence team at the current arc. Saccho alongside Sayu and Kanzai are currently watching over Beyond, so that tells us a lot on how strong these guys are. The Cow Zodiac Missile Storm also is very impressive with a very cool Nen ability that he basically issues a warning by using a yellow card, and if the opponent ignores the warning of Missile Storm, he can restrain their movements completely, and he probably has a bunch of variety of this Hatsu. As a crime hunter, Missile Storm is certainly very impressive. He is shown to be very analytical and quite smart. Now the thing with the Zodiacs is that in their own field they are the best at it. Missile Storm is probably one of the best crime hunters around. Cheadle, one of the most impressive doctors around, very knowledgeable. However, on top of being extremely capable in their own field, they also should have quite some skill in combat and also very tricky, unique Hatsu that you can't come across that easily. So I think most Zodiacs not only are quite tricky to fight, but they are also extremely skilled hunters in their own field. I would say Botobai is the strongest Zodiac currently, followed by Sayu or Missile Storm, Ginta, Saccho, Kurapika, Kanzai. However, even a stronger Zodiac may have some ability that can be countered by a weaker one, so it really depends. However, all these individuals can be easily defeated in a fight, not even by Hisoka himself. And this is all I want to say. If you're new to the channel, definitely subscribe. I do Hunter x Hunter content, and I'll see you guys in the next one.